Just bear with us a second while we do this. Okie dokie. Hopefully we don't have any flashing screens this particular time round. Let's see. There we go. Okay, could I just ask you, can you see that okay, everyone? Somebody tell me, Steve?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine, okay. For some reason it's showing in a mirror image. That's great. If you want to mic it or mute your microphones.
Shall I mic my mute?
If you wish to do that, that would be
I'm going to mic my mute.
Wow. Okay. Right. So just bear with me a second while I get this right. Now, you may well have noticed it's nearly Christmas. And I say nearly Christmas. Obviously, we're recording this on the 17th of December. But it's not going to be long. Another 8 days and we're going to be there. And but what I thought I'd do, just to give you some sort of ideas really over the next few days and beyond Christmas as well, because Christmas obviously lasts for 2 days, but a lot of people think it lasts for 2 weeks, and that's entirely up to you what you actually do with it. But I would recommend, I know we're not going to be sitting around, I mean we'll have our time slobbing out certainly for a couple of days, but then we're going to be very, very much, you know, active in the business and obviously wanted to move forward as well. So here's a few ideas just to keep you going, if you like, over the Christmas period. And we've still got some time, and I know obviously you're still placing your normal orders, but a few things to bear in mind. Find some new products to promote. Obviously we've got the new catalogues coming out, and from the 20th the Clean Easy Plus and Just For You, of course, won't be in your packs. So what about a few other products that are there? And we've certainly found some that are moving. Certainly the Auto Sweeper, which is in the catalogue, or Auto Dust Sweeper I think it's called now, and that's at £30 at full SPV. Of course, that's a good thing about all the new catalogues now, the full SPV on every single product. And that one we advertised this week and sold 3 of those. So that's £90 at full SPV. You'd be over the moon, wouldn't you, if you got £180 on the internet special? So that was a good one to go for. Advertised the rubber broom once again, used a video with that on both of those products, used a video, and we sold one of those as well, and also sold a couple of car dehydrators as well, and I'm sure there's plenty more. You will have noticed we put some videos, of course, on the digital sales tips groups, and what we will do is we'll do something so that they're stored somewhere, so you'll be able to access those as well. But be looking for other things that you can start promoting. As we said, use the videos to promote, and if you can't find a video, sometimes you can find something that might be apt on YouTube. But if not, why not actually take it, find a demonstrable product, and get either you or your partner to record what you're doing and then upload that as well. It's so simple to take out a YouTube account and upload videos. It's certainly not a complicated task. Now, why not also advertise some of your products again that you had out, because one thing that bumping doesn't show, and bumping is absolutely fine, but it doesn't show up in people's news feeds. Okay, and it doesn't show as a new post. So why not put some of the products on that you've advertised before, maybe the steamers, maybe you've advertised these a little while ago, so just literally repost them. One of the ones there, the knife block set, that was one of the ones all the way back in February, March time when we started advertising. I think that was the first product we actually sold. That was that was actually the first product we actually sold, and I sold 2 or 3 of those in a week, and they're £20 you know, per sale, so that's a reasonable amount of sales. So why not go back and revisit some of the posts that you put out originally? Make sure that your family and friends have your new catalogues. You're going to be seeing probably a lot of family, friends, new relatives over the festive period. So why not make sure that you've got the new catalogues? And it's also a good time, of course, to mention about Project K. I'm going to say what the name of the catalogue is. I've got to be very careful that I don't slip up and do that. But why not just actually tell them that you've got a new catalogue coming and say, well, you know, we can't wait, there's going to be some fantastic prices, cheaper than the internet in many cases, and it's coming in the new year. So obviously you can remind them and send them that when it comes through. How about doing a long drop over Christmas? And that might sound a little strange to some of you. Think, well, who would buy over the Christmas period? Well, certainly Rebecca and Steve have done it. I know they've done it over the last couple of years. And I was speaking to Steve today. I said, how did you do last year? He said, well, we got £392 from 120 catalogues. That's £3.26 per catalogue. You would take that at certain times of the year, and certainly over the Christmas period. So they were literally dropped over a sort of 3 or 4 day period, I believe, over the Christmas period. So that's of course got to be worth a consideration if you want to do that. And I do know that they had a similar sort of response the year before as well. So just food for thought for you. You know, things don't have to all stop just because it's Christmas. And as well, get those books out again between Christmas and New Year. Many people have seen some real good results. I'm sure you've heard many anecdotes. And the bottom line is people are probably a little bit bored sitting around watching the same old films, whether it be the Muppet Christmas Carol, Ben-Hur, Wizard of Oz, or whatever other ones that get churned out year after year, and are often sitting around and quite bored and not knowing what to do. And a catalogue coming through the door often will be a welcome relief, I think, from some of the Christmas telly. Why not use a slip? We haven't put any slips particularly together for this coming year, but a simple little slip like that in your catalogues, or dropped either through the either with them or even in them, just to notify people there's a brand new 2015 catalogue out now, because they still might think they're looking at the 2014 version, of course. Now, many of you have been used to having 5 or 6 catalogues in your pack over the last few months, and it's going to feel a little strange when you're going around there with just a couple of catalogues, and it'll feel certainly a lot lighter, which may be a relief to many of you. But why not use, because sometimes with the retail boosters, if you have half a dozen catalogues, they can get lost in that, but certainly it would stick out a lot more if you have it within 2 catalogues. Now, the retail booster flyer, a pack of 300s, which is the one you can see on the right here. I wouldn't necessarily go for the UPVC one at this time of year. It's probably one more for the summer, which obviously has the kitchen scissors, ultimate peeler and knife sharpener. You can get 300 of those for your catalogues for just £1.50. Now, you can purchase, I mean, they're designed obviously if people order over £15, so again, to give you, or give your customers a reason to order and boost up those orders maybe in between Christmas and New Year. They charge anything, between 80p and £1.50, I think, for those particular items, but if you're getting higher sales, that more than covers the investment for that, of course. And of course, when you're recruiting online, you shouldn't stop thinking about recruitment over the next few weeks, or next couple of weeks certainly, and way into the new year. But why not put on any online recruitment adverts that you've got, if they're free ones, just placing the advert something like looking for new starters for immediately after Christmas, if it is obviously before Christmas, and as soon as Christmas has come and gone, looking for new starters for immediately after the new year, or words to the effect of that. But why not put that on there to let people know that you want people and that you're ready to start at that particular time. It's not costing you anything more per word. It's a free online advert, of course. And finally, don't forget on the 18th of December at 9 p.m. to go over to Clean Easy's Facebook group for a video that's going to be released there from Michael Cathcart telling you what's coming up over the next, well, we don't even know. All I know is there's 3 major announcements to help you with your business even before we get to the 3rd of January. And just another part on that as well. I've been speaking to new and newish distributors today, and somebody that hasn't even started yet, and somebody that started just 2 or 3 days ago. And do you know what I did? I promoted the showcase on the 3rd of January, saying, would you be interested if I can get you a ticket for this? Normally it costs you £20, but as you're just starting in the business, it's your first showcase, you can get that absolutely free. Would you be interested if I could arrange that for you? And they said, yeah. And we've got one person that's just about to join us on Friday that's now coming, and 2 others. I think it's a real danger sometimes that we presume that people won't be interested because we've asked people in the past who weren't interested in coming to Birmingham. Never ever do that, and certainly as it's their first showcase, I would say you are obligated. You're not fulfilling your duties if you don't turn around to your new distributors that have started since the 31st of August, I think that was the date of the last showcase, and at least tell them that they've got that particular option, because they won't thank you after that because one, the training they don't go to is not going to help them, of course, but they may not be happy that you haven't told them there was a free ticket available for them, and all they of course have to do is to phone the service centre. Okay, as we said, make sure that's on the for the 18th of December, the Clean Easy Success group. We'll also share that for the digital sales group as well, of course. And as I've already said, Christmas lasts 2 days, not 2 weeks. So keep busy. We've got a fantastic year ahead with everything that's coming up, with all the online stuff as well as Project K as well. So have a fantastic and very prosperous Christmas and New Year, and we'll see you back here obviously on Wednesday evenings in the new year. Good night, everyone.